Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and today we're going to be creating a random number in Java. And so keep in mind, I'm doing this a really simple way. There's a more complex way using for loops. That's a best practice. However, we haven't gone over loops or anything like that yet. So right now, for our purposes, this is going to work fine. We just want to generate a number. And in this particular instance, we're going to generate a random number 1 through 10. So what we want to do is we want to have a new int. And an integer is a whole number. It can be negative, so like negative 100, it could be 0, it could be 1000, it could be 20, but it can't be a decimal point or anything like that. It can't be, 5.2 or something. So we're going to be using an integer to go 1 through 10, and just like we declared our string data type, we declare an int by int, and then we give it a name just like we gave our string a name before. I'm going to give this name rando. Rando is a good name for a random number, and it's going to be equal. So let's set rando equal to math.random, and we're going to multiply this value by 10. So I'm going to save this, and you'll notice there's a red line under here. It's going to tell me I need to add a cast to int. So we've seen this cast before. The reason for this is that this math.random produces a double, but we want an integer. So it's no big deal here. We want to save this as an integer, so we're calling math.random, and this is going to give us a number that's between 0 and 1. And why we're multiplying it by 10 is, let's say this gives us a number, it's 0.5. We then multiply it by 10, and it's now 5, and then we have and then we turn it into an integer, and rando is now equal to 5. Let's say in the same instance we get 0.7. We multiply it by 10, and it's an integer, so then it's 7. So you may be thinking, this is cool, but what happens? How do we get, if this is 0 through 1, how do we get to number 10? Because if it's 0 through 1 and not 0 including 1, the highest you're going to be able to get is 0.99, which times by 10 is going to be 9.9. Turned into an integer, it's going to be 9. Well, the way we're going to be getting 10 is we're going to be getting 10 through adding 1 to this number. So we have all this in parentheses, but I'm going to add another set of parentheses here, and then I'm going to add one at the start of math.random. And so here we have our number, random number 0 through 1 times 10 plus 1 is going to give us numbers 1 through 10. So we now have a random number that's being generated 0 through 1. In the next video, we're going to do some trickery, and we're going to have it randomly output names every single time that you click that button. It's going to output a different random name. So it's going to be a lot of fun. As always, if you have any questions or comments, leave a comment in the video or hit us up on Twitter, Level Up Tuts. Let us know what you're thinking. As always, this is Scott. Thanks for watching.